there's a good thing. It's rotating.
What was in the skies over Jerusalem, and why did it downward its treasured sites in Christianity?
There's a new thing that's something proof we're not alone in the universe. UFO, descending to the dome of the rock of Jerusalem.
Alright. Well, welcome to Goof On, everybody. I'm your host, Rich Giordano, and it is Friday, February 4th. What is it? 2022. There we go. Yeah, I didn't want to put the green screen up. I think I'm gonna stay away from that for a little while. So, welcome to the show. It's Friday. Can you believe it? Are you excited? Yeah, I bet you are. I bet you are. I am. How are my 9-to-5ers? Huh? Working? Huh? Having a good day, huh? Ready to go? Ready to listen to this show? Talk about these things and that really have no significant meaning in the real world. You realize that, right? What we do here has a lot of meaning to the people in ufology, just like crocheting groups, you know? The whole world, you never hear about anything in crocheting. But there are groups that, you know, if my grandmother was alive today, she would knit an Afghan like you wouldn't believe. And it would probably have a nice alien head on it. Ma! Oh, she can't hear. The door's closed. Oh, that's right. So today, kids, I think I want to turn the camera a little more this way. This is how it used to be, but then you get that in there. Let me see. Oh yeah, I do like that a little better. I got this green light in front of me here, so I can see everything. Huh? Ha! Ah! Ew. It's been a weird day. I hope you kids are ready for tonight's show, because we're going to have the most important conversation in ufology ever. And I have a special guest joining me tonight. Without any further ado, I'm going to bring him on. This is Lue Elizondo joining me right now. I'm kidding. That would be fun, though, wouldn't it? I have to make my workout video later on after the show to challenge Lue. Still didn't get a reply. Let's check. Maybe I did and I didn't realize it. Let's check. Maybe I did and I didn't realize it. Oh, sweet Lue. Oh, sweet Lue. Sweet Lue, I love you. No, nothing from Lue. Wait, there's ass? No. Talks out of his ass. Nope, that's a profile. Talks out ass. Beyond top secret ass. Hillbilly ass. Why is this all asses? All right. Oh. All right. We'll get back to that later on. So today we are going to talk about the most important thing ever. In a little bit. But I hope you guys have a good weekend planned for you, because a lot of things are going on in the northeast corner of the United States. Lots of weather happening, like a nor'easter is up here again. And it's weird being in Florida. Because it does rain periodically, and in the summer it's almost like 5 days out of 7 in the week. But we're gonna have 2 or 3 days of rain, and it's all going up the northeast. So just please be careful on those roads if you live in those areas where it gets below freezing, because that black ice is deadly. A lot of black ice. No. Black ice. Not black guys, black ice. Ton of it. Sliding all up and down cars. There's been like a 42 car pileup with 11 people dead last week. Just be careful. You know? If you got a baby on board, strap them in. Don't just use the seatbelt. Okay? Get like a harness and wrap it around and, make sure that they're tight and put a helmet on them. And a bunch of pillows and airbags, and maybe wrap them in plastic so they don't get any glass. I don't know why I would say that. That makes no sense to me. Some of you who haven't been here a while, you're going to see a different show than any other show you ever watch because it's just me. And, I like to talk about the things that are important in ufology, and I like to explain, things like that and all that. But we got to do something real quick. Roll call, everybody! Liz G, welcome to the show. Sam O, you just jumped on me. Welcome to the show. Lisa M, welcome to the show. Moonlicht, welcome to the show. Tim Freestone, welcome to the show. Dre and Glow, that is the tempo. Welcome to the show. Mouthpiece, that's me. Dorothy Hawkins. What's up? Black ice is the worst. Can't see, can't slow down when you hit it. It's really a skating rink. It is. Welcome to the show. Coral Ann. Welcome to the show. Felicia the Beautiful. Welcome to the show, Flores. Lisa A. Oh, I already said it. I'll say it again. Welcome back. Liz G. Oh, I already said that. Lisa Sorensen. Welcome to the show. Mayo and pickled carrots. Huh? Welcome to the show. Mr. Doctor. Sorry, Doc. It's Dr. Tuggy Waffles, and I'm worried about saying doctor instead of Mr. or accidentally saying Mr. with a name like Tuggy. I love that name. Tuggy Waffles is one of the best names on the internet, and I don't know if you realize that, but it really is. Hey, look at Lisa again. I'm just kidding. Rogue Status, welcome to the show. Hey, Mr. DB Cooper. 7. The show has you, my friend. Special. Eric 81872, welcome to the show. Alfie Joe Bob, welcome to the show. Zach Diecast Monsu, welcome to the show. Barry White. Ronaldo Maldonado, welcome to the show. Cerrone, Jim, what's up, Jimmy? Welcome to the show. There you are. Murder Horner returns. Got your email. Welcome to the show. Holy cow. Sky Allen. Sorry, cow. Moo to you. Welcome to the show. What's up, Sky Allen? Who's coming through that front door? Denbub, what's up? Saw ya. Welcome to the show. Who is this? IR Film Welcome. Jacques Ryder. Welcome to the show. Carrie Rose. Welcome to the show. Ivana Rios. Welcome to the show. Randall Hill. Welcome to the show. Brian L. Toot toot. Welcome to the show. Crow Steppin Langley. Welcome to the show. Wild Ascension, The Mothership, Anthony, The Unidentified S4, and Shoddy Panorin. Welcome to the show. Gorilla Gamer. What do you say there, Chief? Welcome to the show. That's it. It's Friday. Did I not see 503? Area 503? Welcome to the show. So, a lot of stuff to talk about. And I'm only doing the show for 20 minutes tonight. I'm joking, just like Lou's here. Come on! See that guy back there? Don't worry about him. I don't know why I have this sighting here, but I'm going to show it to you. It's from the UFO alarm, Mavi777. Whether you love it or hate that channel, I'm going to show you this anyway. I've had it here for a few days. I don't know why I have it, but I just want to see what you guys think. Yeah, all right. Maybe not. I mean, really. I mean, that's an airplane, right? That's an airplane. We see that. But then, I know I can't play it all. Got a fair use. Don't watch. if you look at this, yeah, let me get me out of there. You see the light goes all the way through. Interesting. Is that a light tower? Anybody know what this is? CGI, right? It's pretty weird. I don't know. People are dubbing this real. I don't think it is. It looks real. You know, it does. I don't know, man. I just don't know. Oh, I see. This was the pole. It wasn't from the light. So it does look like a parking lot light. I hear you. But I don't think it's a UFO. Because if it was, this would have made COVID world news. I just don't think it's that important. I'm telling you, I think you're right. I'm telling you, you told me. But look at how high it is here. I don't know. I'm saying it's CGI. I'm saying it's fake. Anybody? CGI? It's hard to tell, right? Yeah, I see Area 503 here. Me and Chewy want to say thank you for your courage and what you've done for my life this week. I want to thank you for that. Because without you, I would have nothing to talk about. And I'm joking, of course. Mr. D.B. Cooper, ufology is the gift that keeps on giving. $5 super chat. Thank you very much. Mucho gusto. Generoso. That's true, Mr. D.B. Cooper. And you are, I think, still the largest contributor to Goof On ever lived. Thank you for that. Uh-oh. I've been through this storm before. I've been in this $5 storm before. Come on now. No. Okay. Coral. Just be careful. Be careful. I don't know if it's going to rain. But I got to keep doing the show too. We'll play it by ear, but I'll give you one of these for two of those right now. Thank you, Mr. D.B. Cooper, 77, for the $10 total of 2 super chats. All over what I'm about to talk about tonight. Grazie. It's a good man. Oh, boy. See? Yo. See, here we go. Let me suck down this coffee. It's going to be one of these challenging rain shows. And I need to partake. If I don't partake now, I don't be happy later. That's not true. But you know what I mean. For the show. What is this? Another one? UO! Mr. D.B. Cooper throwing down $5 rain clouds. Grazie. All right. Oh, no. And another from Mr. D.B. Cooper. Hey, Coral, from this point on, let me know, because when I start reading the things I got to do for the show, mark down how many of these come through if I miss them, just in case. I know you're going to put them up on the screen for me. If I don't read them out, it's because I'm doing, the show. Oh, man. Mr. D.B. Cooper, I did that. It's my fault. I'm so used to clicking on it. You know, you do something for a couple of years. Thank you very much. Yeah. And let's do that. Let's give the man, well, that's, we don't even know. What do we call he, her? He, her? He, her! That is so stupid. From now on, Mr. Fissler is he, her. I shouldn't even be here. Grazie, grazie. Another one for him. Come on, man. It's the DB Cooper Rain Cloud Show. That's funny. We'll do that. We'll throw $5 towards the hee-haw fund. I can't help it now. It was funny the first time. All right, let's get to work. Okay, now, ufology is a very controlled conversation when it comes to the media. We all know it. And a good example of how the media wants to control what we say are the things that I see happening to Mr. Joe Rogan. Unfortunately, Joe Rogan went over to Spotify for his, $100 million contract. And now, because he talked about getting treatments for the pandemic, whatever, he is in a lot of hot water because people are now going through all of his shows to find out who he spoke to about it and what is bad according to the media. The media doesn't want you to know, and the government doesn't want you to know, that there are options for people, I think. That's what's happening here with Joe Rogan, right? So they're trying to remove the interviews he had with the doctors that talked about certain medications that can help, certain therapeutic ways to rid yourself of pain while you have the C-19 virus, and so on and so forth. Now on Spotify, musicians, are removing their music because they want to see Joe Rogan fired for doing nothing wrong. Nothing. He didn't give out wrong information. Matter of fact, he got healthy doing what he did. Now, I can't talk about this forever because, it's YouTube. But it goes the same for ufology. That's what Lue does. Lue is disinformation. You can call it whatever you want. But he is. And the reason I say that, and you can say I don't have proof. Hell, I'll even say it. I don't have proof. But nobody has proof either way, whether he did work at ATIP or he didn't. Whether or not those videos are real, which we all know they're not, because it said on the release form for whatever that thing was, these are drones, birds, and balloons. And I'm talking about the gimbal, go fast, and tic tac. Remember those three fake things that everybody on one side of the UFO community believes to be real? I don't see how. I just don't. I know why they don't understand, because they're not UFO hunters. They're not sky watchers. They don't take a camera, a real camera, not a phone. They don't take a camera and go outside and spend hours upon hours, day after day, week after week, month after month, recording everything they see and documenting it, cataloging it like I did, and have about 200 notebooks full of information with pictures, drawings, time stamps, everything you can imagine that would be in a report. They don't have that. You don't have that. That other channel, Hee-haw. They don't do any research. They're on the internet. UFO Twitter said that's real. It's real. You know, that's their research. You need to get out of the house and go outside and do your research, and maybe somebody will believe you someday. Instead of only the people who are just like you guys who don't do real research. They said it was real. UFO Twitter said it was real. It's real. Good research. Anyway, that is one of the main reasons Area 503, myself, Truth Seekers, and other channels, Third Phase of Moon, talk the way we do when it comes to the government, Lue Elizondo, Christopher Mellon, and so on and so forth, because they are giving us wrong, bad, disinformation. It's not provable, and when it's not provable, that means something is wrong. And as Judge Judy says, and I live by this rule, I really do. If it doesn't make sense, something's wrong. That's the bottom line. It's the bottom line. Everybody check out Area 503. Mr. DB Cooper says, thank you for the $5 super chat. He also says with another $5 super chat, Thomas, you love the clicks and so does your audience. Stopped acting like the nice guy. Is he here? Oh, Solar Marshall's here? That's good. Anyway, everybody's allowed here. I unblocked everybody almost. So if anybody wants to comment, just, be nice and you can hang out. DB Cooper also says for the $5, this chat is the most genuine in ufology, bar none. I think so. There are some other channels that I have to admit have very good chat rooms. But they don't have moderators like we do who are real people and not people who are angry with two sides. They just accept that your comment isn't offensive and it can stay. You can have your own opinion. Just be respectable to all of us, especially me. Mr. DB Cooper always, shut up, Zach. Oh, no. See, that's not good. None of that now. I'll take your $5, but don't say shut up. That's not nice. It's be quiet, Zach. I don't know what you said, Zach, but COVID. And for those 5 more super chats, thank you, Mr. DB Cooper 77 for the other 5 super chats totaling tonight about $40. Thank you very much, Mr. DB Cooper 77. A gush all over the show. Mucho gusto generoso. Under 17, not permitted without bearing. I don't know why I say that. So let's do what we do here. We'll do it respectably. I'll try a little harder to be a little more respectful. Lou, get the fuck out of ufology. See, that was a little more respectful, right? Nothing wrong with that. Sorry, I didn't mean to swear. But what are you going to do? All right, next. Oh, this isn't the most important conversation we're having tonight. Nope. Is it just me? But has Lue Elizondo been using the word contact only just recently? Comes from a tweet here from Klaus. If not, he's at least been using it more frequently. I have a feeling we should probably take note of that. Yeah, take note, Klaus, that Elizondo is using the word contact. Because it means nothing when it comes to Lue moving his lips and vocalizing like a puppet, like a marionette. Yeah, he's like a marionette. Yeah, that's what he is. Hey, Solar Marshall, what is that? What are you doing? Rolling it up? He just took $1 out of his pocket, rolled it up, and put it in like one of those, what do you call, like, I don't know, you could have used a pen like this and whoo, and then Oh, I caught it. Thank you very much, Solar Marshal. I know you mean well. I know. I know. I know. Yeah, I do. Mr. DB Cooper 77 again for $5 says, I respect Fistler as a man, but he knows exactly what he is doing, and everyone in his chat can be just as nasty as anyone. They know what's up. I know, they do. Yeah, and what Mr. DB Cooper is actually saying, to simplify it, even though it's super simple, but if we have people from that chat over here tonight, I need to simplify it even more. You know I'm not wrong. That's what he's saying. Thank you, Mr. DB Cooper. Oh, hey, no. What are you doing? Solar Marshal. Hey, by the way, everybody knows that when you send something to YouTube, they get their cut, right? But if you want GoofOn to get every single dollar, send it to PayPal or Cash App, because they take 1%, YouTube takes 30%. And that's okay. This is a lot of fun. This is fun. I'm just saying, you don't have to. But thank you very much. Solar Marshal, that's nothing to sneeze at there. I appreciate it, everybody. You and DB and everybody else. I'll give you this one tonight. It's raining cash. Thank you. All right. He's so greedy. All he cares about is super chats. I remember when I first started doing the AZ UFO show and I found out people were making money off hoaxes. I used to say constantly, anybody who's making money in this field is lying, cheating, stealing, and everything nasty that comes with money. They're just greedy. They're going to say what they want, and all that stuff. That's why when I had my first YouTube channel, I never monetized it. But you had to get to 10,000 subscribers back then. But I didn't care about YouTube. If I did, and it was about money, I would have merchandise. I would have a book deal already. I would be, whatever. Everything is for the adults. You guys make up your own mind. If you want to support this program and you believe that we're doing good for ufology and you're having a good time, I mean, that to me means more than anything. If you can come here and we can talk about ufology in the way I like to talk about it, which it is serious, but I like to poke fun, at the subject itself. And that comes with everything I do as far as what's in my mind when I'm thinking. So whatever I'm saying, it's what I'm thinking. And I know a lot of you think that way. You tell me, you email me, and my God, there have been a lot of emails from a lot of people, a lot of Messenger. I can't believe I still have so many of those to read today. And Twitter, I'm trying to keep up with that. And I just can't thank you enough for voicing your opinion, sending me clips, screenshotting the bad things that are being said about me since I'm not out there searching for it. I appreciate it, and I want to thank everybody. And if I don't get back to you right away, I will get back to you. It's just not that easy. One email can take an hour, and then the next thing I know, I'm behind 2 days, you see, and then it piles up. So be patient, I'll get to it, and if it's something that's an emergency, you got to let me know. Like if it's a sighting and you want me to see it right away, put GoofOn now or emergency or 911, whatever you want to write. I'm sending $100 on PayPal too, brother. No, come on, you don't have to, DB. You've done enough for me. You know what's going to happen, right? You know what's going to happen. I won't be able to live with myself. No, I just keep going, man. Whatever you guys want to do, just we're all adults here. Let's try to keep it that way. Nope, I'm not. I'm allowed to do what I want because I'm a host. I can be immature. Hey, I'm 10 years behind when it comes to like the maturity of women. Now, I think I've actually closed the gap. Maybe I'm 5 years now. All right. Next. Oh, this is unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. Wow. There are folks, this comes from Red Rum Joe. That's Joe Merja, the biggest blowhard on UFO Twitter. I mean, nobody cares about, nobody likes Joe. There are folks who think George Knapp, Eric Davis, Elizondo, Corbell, Bigelow, Kelleher, Brandon Fugal, Thomas Winterton, Travis T., and anybody else who had an experience at Skinwalker or reported on what they were told by eyewitnesses is lying. It's all fiction. So I said, shit proof from inexperienced people who want to see something so badly, they'll believe anything without proof. Oh yeah, it's real. Pfft. Show real proof, not lights lighting up mountains or balloons as UFOs. Show me a shadow person shape-shifting into a goat owl being. Please. That's what I wrote. I just wrote that before the show, I think. 1 hour ago, it says. Yep, it does. I am not. I like Skinwalker Ranch, but I need to go there. We need to go there. And we will never get to go there investigate as long as Brandon Fugal. Oh, Fugal, he's got control of the whole campaign. There's no evidence over there. Oh, no. People are getting injured. People who left Skinwalker Ranch got injured. Their brains and their skulls got pulled to one side. That was a one-off scenario. That guy probably already had that thing happening to him. Remember when on, I think it was the first season or second season of Skinwalker? And the guy, and he's starting to go in, and they take him to, or he goes to the hospital. I don't remember how he got there. And then they do these tests, take x-ray of his skull. And it looked like his skull and brain were being pulled. And he was having severe trauma. I forget what that is called when that happens. But they're likening it to a spiritual attack. With no proof. No proof. Good going, Skinwalker. Way to go, Brandon Fugal. Oh, the Brandon Fugal. He is the owner of the Skinwalker Ranch. Zig Fugal. Oh, sorry. Zig Fugal. Rich, you can't do that. That's saying he's a Nazi. Yeah. Da. He runs, I bet he runs that office down at Skinwalker. Because he always comes in on the helicopter because, 3/4 of a millionaire, of a billionaire. What is he, like, he's got $100 million, or so he's worth $150 million from real estate or something like that. A lot of money. 700? No, he's not a billionaire yet. Not even close. But he will be. Yeah. I see him because he comes in on his helicopter because he has to, because of the ego. And everybody says Brandon Fugal is the nicest guy. He might be. But the impression I get when I see him is a huge ego. And he probably gets off the helicopter. Actually, he doesn't even walk down steps. He glides, and he floats, he's floating towards everybody like this, like a Jedi kind of type of thing. And he goes, "Who is working the cameras on the mountain? We had reports of the cameras going out on the mountain last night. Who's responsible for this?" And then he looks at the person. The person goes, "It was me, Fugal. What is your name, soldier?" "My name is Hans." "Hans. That is a strong name, but a weak-minded individual." And he chokes him from a distance. All right, next. "Fugal, please don't kill him. We'd have nobody to take Hans's position." "Are you saying that you cannot work cameras as well as Hans?" No, I can do it. I can do it, Fugal. "You will take over the camera work on the mountain. Who is working the tunnels?" "What is your name, soldier?" "My name is Lance." "Lance? Lance. Yes, Fugal. Lance, you will go into the tunnel, and you will stay down there for 20 hours without light and without water." "But sir, but sir, may I eat it? Is it? Uru? Cuckoo?" Fugal. All right, now, Elon Musketeer. Remember when he launched that space car? His Tesla into space? They're trying to figure out if it's real. Is the Tesla car in space faked? Is it a 3D animation? Well, Space Falcon Heavy, Elon Musk's engineering masterpiece, tens of thousands of spectators made the pilgrimage from across the country. 22 million people around the world watched him launch. Don't see the car from the ISS. Isn't it going out into interstellar space eventually, or is it going around? Is it going around the Earth? I don't remember. I can't forget this, and I apologize to people who PayPal'd me the last couple of days. I really have to say thank you for your support. Let me see something here. Oh my God, Mr. No. No, don't do that. I'm not accepting it. Dorothy, thank you. And Nathan, thank you very much. And Lisa, thank you very much. Wow. Wow. Thank you, guys. Also, Rachel Lynch, thank you very much for yesterday's PayPal. Yeah, I know. I don't say the amounts on some of these on purpose. Also, Nathan, 2 days ago, and Rebecca Wiles, 2 days ago. Thank you very much. And I know Dorothy did another one before that. So thank you guys for the support on PayPal. Man, wow. Gufon is blessed. Absolutely blessed. I don't even know. I don't even know what to say. But thank you guys. It is supposed to go interstellar with the gold record of Earth and a map to get. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Is that true? All right, let's watch the rest of this. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. I thought that was Voyager 1 and 2.
Go for launch.
10, 9,
All systems go. 3.
Set booster ignition. 6, 5,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How cool is that? Wow. just a toy to him. How unbelievably exciting. I know I have to stop it, guys. If I don't stop it, I'm not fair using it. I played it, a lot already. But the next scene is really cool, and I don't want us to not see it. Just the sound of that thing, because I'm going to be heading to NASA, and I don't know when the next launch is. I'll have to check. But whenever the next one is over here in Florida, I'm going to go to it, and then I'm going to go to Disneyland right after. So remember, I was supposed to get a discount from my cousin. Well, I was given all wrong information. Yeah, I can get a discount, but he has to meet me there and walk me through the gate as a guest or something of his, so I can get the discount. He's a telemarketer. You call in, and then he sets of packages up, but I guess he can't do that online for me. I'm like, dude, I don't want you to come with me. He goes, no, I'll just walk you in. I'm like, all right. Well, so, because it's expensive. It's like $160. But I can get in for half price or something like that if he helps me. I don't know. He's just telling me all these different packages. But all right, let's finish this up. Because I want to go to that Pandora experience and record it all and then make a video for the channels.
Building on the history of Saturn V Apollo, returning back 39A to interplanetary mission. You've heard the call-out. Vehicle is supersonic.
Accelerator shutdown. Side boosters. Vehicle.
Where's the car? Oh, there it is. That looks so fake. Look, there's the rear view mirror here. Why do I remember there not being a rear view mirror? Here it is here. You can see the Earth behind it. That rear view mirror is not there. I remember looking for it, and everybody was talking about the rear view mirror being gone because they didn't want us to see the stars in its reflection and try to figure out its orientation because it isn't real. Well, I don't know if it's not. Why didn't the tires pop if there's air in them tires? I'm sorry, improper English. If there's air in those tires. Huh? They should have exploded. The paint should be peeling off at this point. The radiation should have oxidized. It should be white or silver or whatever's underneath by now. Yeah, where's the stars? Hey, you got no stars in outer space anymore. So stupid. God, that looks so dumb. I thought that we weren't able to see the Earth that close to it. I thought it was hard to see the curvature of the Earth from this distance. I thought you had to be quite a bit of ways. Like if he was just in orbit, he won't be able to see the curvature of the Earth because he would be like just right here at the tip, People don't understand, especially flat earthers, that 250 to 300 miles above the Earth is not that far, considering it's 25,000 miles. But they think, wow, look, see, it's oblate. Did you see that? Did you see it? The Earth, it's oblate. See how it's egg-shaped? See that? No, not because the shadow. That is it. That's how the Earth looks. Is it because of the timeline? I don't think so. It's oblate. Right? You're going to tell me the Earth actually comes out here and I'm just not seeing it right. Well, the sun is over here, so yeah, maybe it is. Maybe it is cut off. I don't know. It looks like that's a pretty sharp line right there, but who knows? All right, yeah. They go back home. We get it. Remember this?
Gotcha, I see it. Yeah, I got him. They're there. Oh my God. You've got to be kidding me! What?
What an accomplishment. How is that even possible, those things stay up the way they do? That's fake, obviously. See, and that's right, it's going to Mars. So it should have landed on Mars by now, right? Isn't that what he wanted? It was going to go to Mars, and when he got there, he was going to be able to drive it. Wasn't that the goal? That was a real inspiring video, actually. If I would have played that all the way through, it would have been more emotional, but I have to fair use that stuff, so. Yeah, didn't even talk about it, right? They didn't even mention anything about the car being a 3D animation. Nope, it doesn't even talk about it. Tens of thousands spectated. The Falcon Heavy rose to the same line 50 years ago. So within 3 minutes, Falcon has a cherry red Tesla Roadster carrying a passenger, sort of. SpaceX revealed last weekend that a mannequin wearing the company's new spacesuit would ride in the driver's seat of the electric sports car nicknamed Starman. And of course, I'll get in trouble for playing that because of the music I just noticed. That's all right. I don't have to worry about this one. All right, here's what I hate the most about ufology. This is the one thing I don't like the most. The sightings. Now, on the flip side of that, I love ufology the most when it comes to sightings. So I have this love-hate relationship when people record things. Now, the one thing I don't like is when people make the dumbest of all comments about UFOs. What do you think my one thing, this is a big pet peeve of mine. It's the biggest of all. It's the biggest pet peeve I have in ufology when it comes to sightings. The other pet peeve is Lue, but at least this week. The biggest pet peeve I have is when people say the UFOs are pretending to be a cloud. The UFOs are mimicking the airplane. The UFOs mimic looking like balloons. Here we go. A UFO mimicking a cloud. But let me tell you something. I've played this one before. But it was uploaded with a different title. Remember this one? Watch this. This is actually very cool. If this is the one where it sparkles. Yeah, this looks like it. This is so bizarre. I wonder if this is soap suds. Watch. Do you see how it's acting though?
It's a fucking cloud.
Do you see what it's doing? I recorded that similar type of thing and I called it the Jelly Man. Or remember the thing I showed you where it was looking like it was doing sign language? It was like doing this. It was opening and closing and doing stuff like this. That's what this is like.
I've never seen no shit like that.
Telling you, man, these things live in our atmosphere. I am almost convinced of it. Almost. That they're living in our atmosphere. Look at that. That was a cloud in the
Now
sky.
you see them sparkling lights in it.
And what the hell is happening? I don't get it. I
Never seen no
don't
shit like
understand
this
it.
in my life.
Is that, I don't know what to believe. It's weird. I think it has to be something man-made, maybe? Like it came from like, it's suds. It's gotta be from a cleaners.
It's a fucking cloud
Watch this.
with lights in it.
It's actually morphing.
Moving weird. I've never seen no shit like that.
Now, we've seen a larger version of this, and I'll pull that up here right now. Let me get that other one pulled up. Do you remember the shape-shifting UFO that came out about a month ago?
There's sparkly lights in it.
Yeah, I'm going to pull it up. I'll show you.
Shit like
It's
that.
really bizarre stuff.
Moving weird.
Where is it? Come on, third phase. Oh, I don't know, man. I thought it was... Oh, here it is. I found it. Phenomenon. Dun, dun,
Now
dun,
you
dun.
see them sparkling
Phenomenon.
lights
Dun, 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 dun. Phenomenon. Dun, 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 dun. Phenomenon. Dun, 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 dun. Phenomenon. Dun, 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 dun. Here we go. Ready? In 3, 2, and gush.
Was captured aboard a commercial airliner, and a pilot and the passengers noticed something outside their windows. One of the passengers began to film something of what looks to be angelic in nature. Take a look at this incredible video right now.
Looks similar right there, doesn't it? Remember this? Oh, this one. This is so weird. What is going on? What is that? Come on. Come on. That looks like a vagine almost, right? Does anybody remember the Ray Romano episode where his mother made the sculpture and it looked like a vagine? That's what that is. That's what it looks like. And then when the guys came over to look at the artwork,
videos like
they go, I don't know, it seems a little familiar to me. Of course it does.
this over the past, but none in this kind of quality. I'm digging this footage due to the fact that we see it from the beginning as it trails out into this angelic form. What's going on? Is this some kind of atmospheric phenomenon, or is there something else behind this strange sighting? I'm going to bring in again my brother. Let's discuss it, Brett.
It's just weird, isn't it? It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. I don't understand. I don't understand it. What is it? And then it gets bigger. Look at... From an airplane in the sky, this happens. Could this be some sort of military experiment where we just can't see the object that is probably like maybe in here somewhere and it's just propelling out toxic gas? Or is it a portal opening up? Or is it a split in space and time in the sky ripping through our lives? I don't know. It is bizarre though. That's for darn sure. Right? Where is that other one? Where's that guy? Over here? Yeah, it's weird. All right, next. So, a lot of things in Italy to look at here. I wanted to talk about this for just a second before we get into the most important conversation of all time. These are all the beings that were seen in Italy over time. You got the Mothman lady dude. You got the creature from the Black Lagoon. You got a Yeti Bigfoot type of thing. You got, I don't know who that is, or that's it's Ant-Man over there. That's the beautiful Nordic woman, Nordic man. And then you got the black shape thing, the clear-headed spacesuit. You got these guys in their, hazmat suits, devilish ears, metal-looking robots, demon-esque looking figure there, the small people down here, little people. You've got the men in black right here. And then you got this guy who is running the whole program, Secret Space Force, over in Italy. This one here, this is, I forget what these are called from Star Wars. They got those snouts and anyway. Interesting. I'm going to have to play this, and I don't want you to get upset, but it's Christopher Mellon. I don't know what he says. I haven't listened to this 45-second clip yet, but let's take a listen.
Is a network of satellites at different orbits that ensure that we have near continuous global coverage of infrared events, anything that produces a lot of heat, like a missile plume or a jet going supersonic. So to the degree that there are any extreme temperatures involved, either hot or cold, against the background of the planet, that system picks it up and can track it in real time. And again, immense area of coverage, immense amount of data, very high quality these days, very high fidelity, and they can manipulate that data, the software, and process it to an extraordinary degree. So that's the kind of thing that we haven't done yet, the data that we haven't looked at.
So wait a second. We have this technology that can look at the entire globe. And I don't know if he's talking about the asteroid tracking thing that they have on in Colorado. What is that mountain that they can watch all incoming objects? It'll come to me. But there's this apparent net that is over the whole planet and can watch all these objects coming in. And if they have a heat trail or there's temperature change from that object entering the atmosphere or something leaving the atmosphere, this thing can track it and tell us what it possibly could be. Well, that's been around for a little bit. Christopher Mellon's talking about and just said, we haven't checked on that data yet. What are you waiting for?
To an extraordinary degree. So that's the kind of thing that we haven't done yet, the data that we haven't looked at.
Why? Why? See, Lue doesn't do anything. He is just a puppet, mouthpiece, marionette. I gotta tell you, I just can't do it anymore. I just can't. I won't. Now, I've been watching a lot of TikTok videos, YouTube shorts, and one thing I've noticed is the History Channel putting up these 1 to 3 minute videos based on UFO sightings, ancient technology, and so on and so forth. You know the History Channel. And they put up Section 51, the guy who literally admits that he put CGI UFOs and TR-3Bs into real videos, mainly military. And the History Channel has these people talking as if it's real. And especially this one I'm going to show you right now that they've been pumping up forever. Is that won't play. But remember this? They showed the video of this. It says 2 astronauts capture a strange object orbiting the International Space Station shuttle. In this clip from season 2, Malaysian toilet monster and the buzzer. I mean, I can't believe they showed this and called it something out of this world. It's embarrassing. They're not doing good research. TV is TV. TV needs ratings. TV will say and do anything it can as long as it can get away with it. Capiche? Oh, it's a one capiche show. Hey, we haven't had a capiche in about a month. All right. I think there's a movie coming out called The Others with your friend Lue Elizondo. Check this out. I can't believe this. Yep, it's real. He's working hard for you. Lue is working hard. Being on TV, going from... wow, look at... What? He shaved it? What is going on here? He does look better. Good for you, Lue. Good for you. Keep that off. I don't know when this was.
This is an entire invisible universe that's been living on this planet right in front of your eyes this entire time, completely invisible, and we only discovered it in the last century.
Did you hear what he just said? Let me play it again for you. This is an 11-second clip. Just this part. It's longer than that. But when I heard this today, I said, you've got to be effing kidding me. He's done it. He's jumped the shark, officially. Lue Elizondo has jumped the shark. He has done something that I didn't expect. Saw it coming. There was plenty of signs because Lue has been saying for a while, we don't know where they're coming from. Outer space, inner space, another dimension, another reality. And then he says, this?
This is an entire invisible universe that's been living on this planet right in front of your eyes this entire time, completely invisible, and we only discovered it in the last century.
Translation. There's a universe sharing our reality. We don't know it's here because we can't see it, because it's vibrating at a different frequency. Ooh, hey, if you believe Lue knows something about something that has to do with UFOs, alien visitation, or whatever, well, you might think that's the best thing you've ever heard. I would think that is the best thing that I've ever heard Lue say. Next to when he was on Unidentified Season 1, Episode 4 in the last 6 minutes when his higher-up told him that the aliens were demons. We never heard that on mainstream media before, or even cable television. We see it and hear it on the internet and websites, things like that, and blogs, vlogs and stuff, but never have we heard that before by a government Pentagon insider who worked for the tip.
How much of our own history do we really know? Well, we can go back 5,000 years pretty easily. 8,000 years, things start to get a little murky, right? And anything much beyond that, we really have no clue about. And the question is, have we as a species been aware of this phenomenon much longer? Well,
I think so. Don't you think that our government knows? I would say yes. I think our government knows. And the reason I say that, because these Foo Fighters were around before and after Roswell, and we still see them today. You know them as golden orbs, or orbs of light, or the orange orbs, or the fiery red orbs, or a sun in the sky, which I'm going to show you a video from Third Phase of Moon last night that'll blow your faces clean off. Because I don't know if it's real. I mean, it's real. But I should have reworded that and used proper verbiage. I don't know if it's alien or a new technology. Actually, there was a couple of sightings they had on there. Just unbelievable. And last night I showed you those that one fire orb from the airplane looking over the clouds at 25,000 feet. and that orb was in the clouds. We can't deny this stuff. You just can't. I can't sit here and honestly tell you there are no aliens. There's not this secret technology. Yeah, I think there is. Of course there is. Of course there is. Are there aliens, though? I don't know. I really don't know. But I do know there's a phenomena out there. And Lue is talking about something that is getting a lot of pull lately. Now, we've got about another 45 minutes left in tonight's show. So I want to start getting gradually into the most important conversation we will ever have in ufology. And it's starting right now. What do you believe? Well, they want you, when I say they, the government, seemingly Lue Elizondo and other people that are associated with him. You could even throw in Corbell and Knapp because they go by the same script pretty much. And they believe in the same thing. Now, Corbell and Knapp, I think, go along with whatever Lue says. Because that's where they get their cheddar. That's who's paying the bills. It's all about the money. Don't think it isn't. It's always about the money. Everybody's got a price, including myself. If somebody offered me a lot of money to never say another word, I'd probably take it. But it would have to be let's see, $2 billion. Greer. Let's hear what Lue says next. This is a 7-minute clip. I don't know if I'm going to play it all, but we'll play enough.
Let's look at what we do know. The general consensus is that the American population, when I say American, I don't mean United States, I mean North America, South America, Central American population, really began about 20,000 years ago with during the land bridge, when you had a migration coming over the land bridge and settling this part of the planet. But in reality, it turns out now that a lot of scientists believe that there were many migrations. In fact, there may have been multiple migrations going back, perhaps even 100,000 years ago. Is it possible?
Now, this is interesting because Lue has never talked about any of this stuff until just recently. You know why? Because of the Galileo Project. Lue's been reading up, trying to get more knowledge on the history of mankind and trying to figure out when the aliens or this phenomena really took over. And I think what he goes into here, because I haven't watched the whole thing, is how we went, apparently, if you believe in evolution, how we went from apes to what we are today. It's a very drastic change, even though it's only 3% of our DNA that is altered or changed or modified. We don't know. But apparently, and I don't know what to believe, but I don't think we as humans are indigenous to this planet. It doesn't make sense that when we're born as a mammal, that we can't even take care of ourselves for years. Years. Not even 5 years. 5-year-old kid can't make bacon and eggs very well. Can't go shopping for food. Can't get a job. So for 18 years, the other person, the mother, the father, the guardian, is responsible. It's not like that in the wild. Soon as you're born, bloop, you got to get up and run for your lives. We're not like that. Why? Because maybe we're intelligent. Where did our hair go? We were full of hair. We had these teeth and we had the strength of 8 men. And now we're what we are, and we can't even go out in the sun for an hour without being burned if we don't have protection. Our eyes hurt when we look outside in the sunny day, at the sun. Animals, they don't need sunglasses that we know of. They don't need suntan lotion. Yes, Rich, that's because they're born outside in the elements. Right. I get it. Their skin, it gets so tough by the time they're 6 months old. I get it. But we're mammals too. just doesn't make sense. Let's see what Lue's talking about. He's talking about the migration through the island here, the land bridge, and how it broke up 10,500 years ago. So we're going to fast forward a little bit. Oh, here, not that much, actually. Shit, just play.
Possible that our society was aware of these things, maybe even interacted with these things in a certain fashion. I'm sure it's possible. Absolutely it's possible. I mean, most of our history we have no idea about. Mankind's been around for a while. And for most of that time, mankind's been around. We've been smack in the middle of the food chain. We ate a lot of things, a lot of things ate us. That's just the bottom line. And about 70,000 years ago, something fundamentally changed. Something changed, and our species was instantly catapulted to the very top of our planet as far as predatory animals.
Has that been documented as proof? I mean, obviously, we did. Obviously, we rule the planet as a species. I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm just saying it's weird that there's no missing link. We can't find the missing link from apes to humans. Anyway, Lue goes on, I think, here for a while. It's interesting what he's talking about. But you guys will have to watch this movie, The Others. I don't know where it is.
In front of us.
Do you imagine that in our space travels we will encounter other forms of intelligent life?
You don't have to go anywhere.
You can find it here.
Yeah.
Where exactly?
It's just like right under people's noses.
She's cute. Yeah, oh, it's right under people's noses. Bigelow says, who's this guy? Joshua Morphew for $2. A super chat. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Says, sent an email to you worth checking out. Let's check it out. Nope. You didn't send it here. Hold on, let me see. Refresh. I don't see an email. I don't see it. When did you send it? There's no email that says Joshua Morphew tied to it. I'm looking right at it. And I already looked at emails. Let's see. Let's go yesterday. Maybe I read it and didn't reply. I don't see it. Nothing. I'll go back to February 1st, January 31st. No. Sorry, I don't see anything. Sorry, brother. But thanks for the $2 super chat. I don't see it. If I did, I would let you know. I just don't see it. You sure it was an email? Was it Twitter? I didn't see anything on Twitter. Messenger? I didn't see anything on Messenger either. But thanks for the $2 super chat. That's right. We're going for another 40 minutes. So, you know, hold on. I just got a message coming in. What is this? Oh my God. 3 million people coming into Ottawa? Oh, the Freedom Convoy. Day 8. Friday, February 4th, Part 2. Yeah, I heard about that. Dark Sky. It's pretty cool. 3 million people are going to be in Ottawa by Sunday. You know, it's wild. So I want to thank everybody for joining the show tonight. And the most important conversation that we could ever have, obviously, is disclosure. But what I want to talk about is something that has been talked about through ad nauseum the last day, 2 days, 3 days. And that is the divide in the field. A lot of people are talking like this has never happened to the degree that it's happened. Wrong. This happens every other year, every 2 years, every year. It just happens. There's a group of people that have one way of thinking and another group of people that have another way of thinking. And those two sides will never convince the other of what they believe. So in this situation with Lue, they even brought up Jeremy Corbell and all the names I mentioned earlier, all the people that are on that side, George Knapp and Sheehan and so on and so forth, Nick Pope. And these people don't bring anything to the table. And yet they are the most viewed people in ufology. I'm going to tell you something. I think you might agree. Corbell. Let's talk about Corbell. We haven't talked about Corbell this whole year, pretty much. We left him out of the picture. Why? Because he's not relevant anymore. Why? Because after May 4th, or 14th, I believe, he stopped posting videos. And back then, in May, there was a tweet by Jeremy Corbell saying that this is only the tip of the iceberg. So, if Jeremy Corbell has a stack of secret, I don't know, top secret footage, all the shit that he's been posting, and most of it, if not all of it, has been debunked. None of those videos, none of the radar that he showed, anything showed that there was significant speeds, that there was significant change in direction, that we had anything of significance that we would want to call, alien technology, secret technology, black budget, black project, private entity, all that stuff rolled into one. Not one. Everything had a logical explanation to it. Bokeh, the radar, the thing that disappeared and splashed into the ocean was most likely a flare going over falling into the ocean, hitting the wave, and then it blinks out and blinks back on because it didn't go out yet. It got hit with water and then relit and then probably went out right after that. Whatever. You know how water and waves work. There's an up and down. So if a flare fell into the ocean at 30 miles away, almost over the horizon, of course it might hit a wave, come back up, and looks like it lit up again. That was debunked pretty much. And the thing over the Russell, the pyramid, that was bokeh. I mean, everything he's given us is bullshit. And that is the truth. That is the truth. George Knapp hasn't brought anything to the table. Now, what am I talking about? Because, Rich, what are you bringing to the table? Well, I'm not claiming I'm those guys, number one, so let's get that off the table. I am just a truth teller, somebody who experienced things and somebody who recorded things. And somebody who knows a lot about the way the field works behind the scenes. Just by experience alone. Everybody's got a different degree of experience in the field. We all go our different ways. Nobody likes to get help from anybody. People think they know it all. As soon as they get into the field, everything's fake and nothing is real and everybody's lying. That's the easy road to take. I came into this field believing I was a huge believer in the government hiding UFOs, but I believed they had them. I believed everything they said. When we saw something on TV, I didn't know it was CGI. And I'm talking before I got into my 30s. I'm talking National Geographic, Discovery Channel, Cosmos, stuff like that. We didn't have the internet growing up. So it was a little different. The level of learning exceeded once I got the internet and immediately dove into UFOs. UFOs was the first thing I looked up on the internet. And that's all I did was look for UFO videos. But I had no idea what it was like until I got into the field and submitted UFO footage to, UFO Casebook, HBCC UFO, Jeff Rentz, Coast to Coast, the whole nine, MUFON, New Force. And not one person asked me a question. Because when I sent in the report, it had the weather, it had the witnesses, had the type of camera, had the timestamp on the video, it had everything they needed. But nobody asked me any questions. And I kept sending stuff in, and people said, I can't believe you caught these UFOs. This is amazing. And at the time I was married, and I told my wife, and I said, does it make sense that I don't see any UFOs? I mean, I saw one or two things before, but seeing them on the regular shouldn't be normal, I told her. I'm like, does it seem normal to you that I'm seeing UFOs? She goes, no, but you are looking for them. I said, yeah, I am. And she says, and the things that you see that look like UFOs, to me, they don't look like UFOs. I go, explain. She said, you remember that video? And she told me about one. I said, yeah. She goes, it's got to be an airplane. And then we talked about it, and I'm like, huh, okay. I didn't get mad. I didn't get defensive. I didn't think I knew it all. But I think that comes down to a person's personal education, the way they're brought up, their mental state, and their critical thinking, all rolled into one. Now, I'm not medically unstable, no matter what you hear. I don't take medication. I don't even take diabetes medication, and I should. I don't have anger issues. I never saw a shrink. Worked through all my own problems. What you see is what you get. But I think it comes from my dad's background as a cop. I grew up being very analytical, very questioned everything. Didn't trust a lot of people. I didn't even trust my parents. I mean, who does, really? I still don't, to a degree. Well, especially when you find out your parents hired a private investigator to follow you around. That's what my parents did. And they wanted to know what I was doing because I never told them. Why should I? Why do I have to tell my parents at 21 years old what I'm doing? It's my world. I wasn't living with them. So anyway, the internet comes around, and now you can learn a lot in a short amount of time. But the one thing I'm noticing, and this is very, very bad in this field, I'm noticing that these people who came around since 2016, when Tom DeLonge came around, and now there's a new resurgence of people who think they can do it better than me, you, and anybody else who's got at least a decade under their belt, almost 2 decades here. They're coming into the field with a distorted view on reality and ufology. And the reason that is because they got on the internet and read something that is incorrect. They saw videos that weren't real. And they think those dots, those things with strings, are real UFOs. And then earlier, like tonight, I showed you a video where somebody said, here's a UFO acting like a cloud. First of all, you wouldn't know what the object would be thinking about. So I hate that. That's my biggest pet peeve. Oh, the aliens are shapeshifting to look like a plane. You don't know that. Stop saying it. It's a freaking plane. They make up and lie and cheat and steal and plagiarize to be right when they're wrong. And they're doing it wrong. Not one of these people, not one, that we've been talking about the last 2 weeks, and I'm talking even the last month, do not know how to skywatch, do not know what it's like using a different camera, do not know what it's like to use a certain setting on one camera to the next. Now, I'm a little bit outdated because 15 years ago, a friend of mine worked at Best Buy in the electronics department, and I was able to try each one of these different cameras out and return them a week later. So it wasn't hard for me to do the research with different cameras. And different cameras give you a totally different view. I found out that Sony is the best when it comes to, well, back then it was high 8 and digital cameras were kind of new, but I find Sony is worth the money. They're a little more expensive, but I like Sony. I'm a Sony guy. When it comes to camcorders, I don't know much about these new high-def cameras, but they're all pretty much the same from what I'm hearing. But cell phones are a no-no. Now, I'm not saying if you see something in the sky and you have your camera in your hand, not to record it because it's not a camcorder or whatever. Yeah, record it, but there's going to be digital artifacting. You're going to be accused of maybe faking it and all this other stuff. And cameras, cell phone cameras can't zoom in as far. Now they can zoom a little bit. And the optics just aren't as good as a real camera with a glass lens. Believe it or not, JVC is pretty good. Not bad. But when I got into the field, YouTube wasn't even around. Twitter wasn't around. We had MySpace. All right, that's how far back, 2004. So now we're seeing another generation that thinks they know it all and did no work. Very little to no experience in the field. Do not know the people in the field. Do not know their history. Do not know their everything. You got to know that Dolan faked this shit years ago. Where did he get that story? He says he got it from Linda Moulton Howe. Why didn't she break the story? Because she fucking knew it. She knew it was bullshit. But she put Dolan and let Dolan take the hit on that one, which Cambion blew up. And a lot of people knew the story, but he really blew it up and pretty funny stuff. And it's not funny. It's serious. So now you're seeing people in the field who've been credible are finding ways to freaking lie to you and trying to get away with it. There's too many people out there that are like Cambion, that are like me, that are like even Scott Brown, who does a really good job debunking things. Third Phase of Moon they must be one of the smartest people I've ever met in the field. Love them or hate them. They are unbelievably smart when it comes to analyzing footage. They're documentary movie makers. They know what artifacts look like in film. There are these people that have been around behind a camera They understand optics. They understand how things can be faked, what it looks like when you zoom in, when you pan away, come back, zoom in, zoom out, how things are supposed to look. And these people who are new in the field are watering down ufology, giving out bad information. Now, I don't know if I'm going to fault them for being less intelligent, but it's a certain type of personality that is binding together that is really making up an incredibly stupid group of people. And they're feeding off each other. And they're believing the things they shouldn't believe and accepting stories from people who have no basis, no evidence for telling these stories. They're not factual. They're fake. They're lies. Corbell is a liar. George Knapp is an investigative journalist who I think lost his way and is taking and took Jeremy Corbell with him. Jeremy Corbell has to be one of the worst I've ever seen in this business. And it is a business. People hate Mick West. You know why that UFO Twitter group hates Mick West? Because he's smarter than them. And they don't like you to be smarter than them. And if you ever seen a debunk come from UFO of Interest, who is part of this UFO Twitterverse, he actually lies to make his debunk work. Look, there's nothing worse than a UFO hoaxer except a UFO debunker that hoaxes. That's worse. That is absolutely the worst on the planet, scum of the earth. You don't even belong on the bottom of my shoe, UFO of Interest. No. Awful. Just awful. But people look up to these people because they don't know any better. They don't do the research. What have I been saying for years? Don't take my word for it. All right? Do your own research. How? That's up to you. How? People ask me, how do I do my own research? And I said, what do you mean? You just can't learn this stuff overnight. But you have to have some sort of critical thinking to where the obvious can't be overlooked. This is what I mean. When we prove something to these people and prove it beyond a shadow of a doubt, they still say, nope. You can't fix stupid. That's stupid. That's ignorant. That's ego. See, that's why I think Goofon's pretty high up on that ladder. We'll accept it when we're wrong and be humbled by it. And I like being wrong because that means somebody has brains and somebody showed me something I didn't know that I should have known or didn't learn yet. And I learn something just about every day in this field. That's how much stuff there is to know. So don't think that these people can come into the field and in 4 years, 3 years, 2 years, 1 year, know it. You just can't. I forgot more stuff than they've learned. That's how much stuff there is in this field. When it comes to history, you got Dolan and you got Michael Schratt pretty much doing all the load, right? Those guys know a lot of shit. I would never challenge them to what they know. But challenge me on videos, challenge me on a person's personality, whether they're lying or not. Talk to me about optics and, well, that's what I know. Everybody knows something. I'm not saying I'm an expert in UFOs. I'm an expert in what I know. And that's all I can say. And that's because it's been shown to me 1,000 times. And everybody knows the more you're in it, the more you learn. But I don't know everything, and I don't claim to know everything. I just said I'm learning something new almost every day. It's a very difficult field. So when you see me getting animated and passionate and I'm saying, Lou, get out, you know, you don't belong in my effing ufology. Well, I've been in it a lot longer than Lou. I think I know more than Lou. Lou thinks he knows more than all of us. And yet he's never shown a shred of evidence on anything he knows. Don't you think that would make somebody like me frustrated? Don't you think I want to see the truth from Lou? From Corbell? From Knapp? Of course I do. But somewhere down the line, the truth comes out. Ricardo Jimenez, for $2, stake it. Oh, just take it. I thought that was like an $. Have a great weekend, everyone. Thank you, Ricardo Jimenez, a continuing supporter of Goof On. Mucho gusto generoso. And we'll give you one of these because I appreciate you. Grazie. Mucho gusto generoso. Thank you, Ricardo Jimenez, at $2. Grazie. Grazie. So, it is what it is until it isn't. It's up to you to do your own research. What makes the most sense? Occam's razor. If it makes the most sense, it must be the right answer. Right? If something doesn't make sense, something's wrong. It's been proven time and time again. Hey, Mr. DB Cooper, what is this? MX. That's $5, I know, but what is MX? I want to look at our show last night. Thank you, Mr. DB Cooper, continuing supporter of Goof On. Hold on, I want to put something up. Let me get rid of this. I think... How do I get rid of this blurry... It looks blurry behind me. They don't have it anymore. They don't have the blurred out background. Yeah, my green screen is working again, but I didn't put it up. That's weird. Is this it? Show advanced options. Yep, they don't have it anymore. Yeah, I was able to blur out the background behind me, but you can't do it anymore. I think that was just a trial. That was pretty cool. What's this? Crop solo layout. Oh, let's see what this is. Yep, you can crop your layout now to show your background image. See that? So I can do this, watch. Like, who cares really, you know? So I can do something like that. It's not bad. Something like that. Something like that. Third phase UFO report, Goof On, fake news. Yeah, we can do the rest of the show like this. I like this one. This one? Nah, stars. It's pesos. Everything else was dollars. Oh, no, that's funny. That's crazy. Thank you very much, Mr. DB Cooper. Let me check PayPal. I don't know why it's not beeping anymore when they come in. Hold on. Let's see. I thought I saw something. Okay, nothing's changed. All right, good. Didn't miss anything. But that's the thing I wanted to tell you guys. You can do whatever you want, believe whoever you want, obviously. But the thing is, do your own research. And I understand when I look at a video and I say, oh, that's definitely balloons, I understand why people get mad. I get it. But I would think, like, why does Rich think that's balloons? Everything he says, there's an explanation for it. Well, my thing is this. If it looks like a duck, acts like a duck, it's not a UFO. You know? And plus, I've seen all these things through the camera. That's the difference. Gigi Abby Lynn with a $10 super chat. She 2 emojis with a wink and a meep. What is that? That is like a... It's like blowing a... Thank you very much, DB and GG. I'll give you something here for that. Thank you, Gigi Abby Lynn, with a $10 super chat. Mucho gusto, generoso, Gigi Abby Lynn. Thank you. Mucho gusto. Continuing supporter of GoofOn. Thank you. Thank you. Yep. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe the show. If you want to help continue supporting GoofOn, you can always go to the links that are on the homepage of GoofOn here on YouTube, and where it says Big GoofOn in the right-hand corner of that banner are the links. You could also go to any description of any show and see the links there to help support the show even after it ends, like we're going to do now. Mexican Money Rain. Righty then. I was going to scream louder and do it like you're supposed to, but it would have made your ears break. Thank you, Mr. DB Cooper. What an incredible night. I want to thank everybody because we're out of here. Are we? No, we're not. We're not? We're not done? Oh, we have 15 minutes? That's right. 15 minutes. 15 minutes. 15 minutes. So I do have more to talk about, actually, unfortunately. AI has been said that will help find UFO evidence in satellite images of Earth. Guess who said that? Avi Loeb. Avi. So, you know how there's Google Earth and every now and then somebody will see a UFO in one of their pictures, satellite pictures, whatever? According to Avi Loeb, artificial intelligence will play a role in searching and finding the UFOs. In his article for The Hill, Can We Find UFOs from Above? Loeb, who also leads the Galileo project, says pictures currently being produced by Earth imaging companies like Planet Labs may already contain the much desired ET evidence we've been searching for. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. That's a good way to try to find it. Right? I can't say that's a bad idea at all. Because imagine all of the pictures that are being taken. Interesting. I like that. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. So, somebody tweeted today. Tommy did. 71. Tommy 71. What a brilliant day for UFO Twitter and the podcast format. Smashing it out of the park today. Ryan Sprague. Let's talk about little Ryan for a second. We'll talk about the little people of ufology. When I say little people, I don't mean the people that aren't that popular. I mean actual little people, 3'5" and under. Because he is, right? Isn't he a little person? Wait a minute. I was told the guy is under 4 feet tall. Is that not true? Look, when I saw him on the TV show with his wife, she was 3 heads taller than him. It's like Betty Rubble and Barney Rubble. How tall is he? 5'6"? He's 5'6". Oh, I'm right. He is 3'5"? 3'6"? I don't care if he's a little person. But he's been lying about me. And Darcy Weir, the guy who infiltrated our group, our panel in California to go tell lies to everybody about us, trying to ruin our reputation is talking shit about us on Facebook. And he told me in an email, if you ever utter the words, my name, out of your mouth again. Yeah. Says the guy who has a couple of failures. Like, he's on the same path as Corbell. Not as fruitful, but the same, let's just say, talent as Corbell. You understand? This is somebody who's attacked me for no reason, made up lies about third phase of moon and myself for no reason, tried to sabotage my show and get me in trouble with YouTube when we were on the Santa Monica Pier doing a live cast. Tried to get me and Corbell into a fight, making up lies. I don't like that shit. But now him and little Ryan are out there talking shit about us on Facebook, acting like it's okay for them to talk about us. And the lies are out of this. I don't have them in front of me. Somebody just told me all about it. I saw it and I didn't read it all. Apparently, Third Phase of Moon saw it and they just blew it off. You know, they don't care. I don't really care either. But when somebody threatens me and tells me not to utter their name, but they're going to go ahead and do it, well, all bets are off. Darcy Weir is a hack, and watch out for that guy. I'm just saying. Just be careful. You can work with him. Just be careful. That's all I'm saying. Be careful with whoever it is you work with. But if you ever need a movie to put you to sleep, just look up any one of his. Put you right to sleep. Really. It's a shame, too. It's a shame. Could have been somebody. Could have been a contender. But he's a pretender. Always will be. One last thing. Let me get a drink for this. So I came across this. Not literally. Some background on the Air Force and UAP. By 1948, U.S. Air Force analysts concluded that not only were UFOs real, they were interplanetary. From the must-read 1956 book, The Report on Unidentified Flying Objects by Captain Edward Ruppelt, first director of Project Blue Book. Time had arrived to make an estimate of the situation. The situation was the UFOs. The estimate was that they were interplanetary. That is absolutely amazing. That is absolutely amazing. Right? It was a rather thick document. Black cover is printed on legal site containing Air Force analysis and many incidents I've told you about, plus many similar ones. All of them come from scientists, pilots, and other equally credible observers, and each one was an unknown. It says there's 5 pictures, but there was only 2. All right. That's it. I don't like the way this is keeping me chopped off. Let's get that back to normal. Where was that? Camera, advanced options, and it's not there. Layouts. Oh, it's layouts. Okay. All right. Thank you, moderators and super chatters tonight. I appreciate all the support. We will be back tomorrow afternoon for Saturday in the UK. I'm thinking of doing a goof on you. It may be time to go back to class. Goof on University may be back tomorrow, which would be a 6-week course for free during the Saturday in the UK show. So this is a course I give out for free. I'm just kidding. It's not like Greer where, I'm going to charge people for it eventually. Although we may be back tomorrow doing that. If not, we'll be back at 4 p.m. Eastern. That's 9 p.m. in the UK. So 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific, tomorrow, Saturday, February 5th, 2022. Yeah, thank you, moderators and super chatters, because without you guys, we don't do 6 days a week. We don't do it comfortably, and the show doesn't run smoothly. Also, I want to thank the veterans and all the new people that came around tonight and all week. Thank you very much for supporting the show. I couldn't believe how many new people were here. It is really a pleasure to talk to you, give my point of view, listen to what you guys have to say, and for that, I'm grateful. And the veterans, you've always been here doing a great job. You guys it really is the best chat, the best audience. I just can't thank you enough. I can't. And that's that. So take everything I said tonight the way you want it. Do your own research. That was the point of tonight's show. Do not take my word for it. Do not take anybody's word for it. Listen to what everybody's saying and dissect, look at it, analyze it, research it, and then make up your own mind. It may take you a few years to understand what's going on in this field. Don't let the internet hurt your research. Maybe get out to a library. Nah, I'm just kidding. You can do it on the internet. Get out there, get a camera, shoot some UFOs. If you have any, send them my way. A little later tonight, in a few hours, third phase UFO report. I'm halfway done with it, so it'll be up a little later. And I'm Rich Giordano for Goof On. I love doing this for you guys. Because we are Truth.